Hey, what's going on, guys? Serge here, and
Weapons hot. No
welcome
quarter
back
given.
for some watching, whatever. But this video is gonna be a little bit different than, from my regular, like, solo gameplay or whatever montages. This is more of a, just, I guess, self-discussion about what's going on with the Call of Duty games right now. And, of course, I'm talking about Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War. Which at the time of me making this video is around 10 days out. Give or take a day. I've already pre-ordered it just so I can, cause PS5's coming around there, you kinda have to get it. So it's like, yeah, I have a big multiplayer game for it. So I don't think Modern Warfare is gonna be really carried over as much. But, I've played, Modern Warfare for, I got this last Christmas, so almost a complete year now, and I don't speak for others, but I enjoyed it most of the time. I really think it's one of the better Call of Duty games out there. Better than Ghost and Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, World War, Black Ops 4. I definitely think they did a pretty decent job, but my friend, Jay, he absolutely hates it, except for Warzone at some times, but yeah, he hates it most of the time. I don't know why, but, I guess it's just kind of different for everybody, and I also played the Cold War Alpha whenever, it was on PlayStation for a while, then it kind of went back and forth with me and other things, but I thoroughly enjoyed that as well. Not as much multiplayer-wise, so that was the only thing that you could play better than Modern Warfare. I don't really like the movement in it as much. I felt kind of just generally slower, but I do kind of like the more Battlefield take they're doing on it.
Enemy UAV
definitely feels, because you can do tanks and jet skis, not jet skis, but snowmobiles and whatever. It definitely feels more like a Battlefield game than a Call of Duty game, at least for me. They took the mounting out, which is honestly pretty decent. Mounting was cool for some things, but most of the time I kind of hated it because people just hide behind little barriers and you couldn't hit them.
Enemy at the cargo container.
So that's pretty neat. I'm really excited. Most out of everything in that game, I'm excited for the campaign, the then zombies and the multiplayer. Because according to the trailers or whatever, it talks more about real life stuff that would happen in countries like the Cold War, demoralization, national, what's the word? Normalization. It kind of went through this process of how to beat a country from with war or whatever. And so I thought that was really interesting, just from an interesting story. Going through the campaign, because in the Modern Warfare's campaign, it wasn't bad. It was pretty decent. I like Alex's character. Seeing Captain Price back in his young age is pretty cool. The graphics were pretty decent. First of all, the trailer for it. Wow, that's insane. Of course, they always do kind of exaggerate that, but yeah, so overall, Modern Warfare 2019 is pretty good. Yeah, it's been a fun game. I'd probably give it out of the Call of Duty scale, not out of all games yet, probably a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. But from what I've played and from my experience with Cold War, I'd probably give it 5 out of 10. I really like the map design. On a lot of them we didn't get to play a whole lot, but the ones that I did play, I really liked, especially the desert one. I thought that was really cool. The graphics look really good, and they're kind of reflections and stuff, and that's gonna even look better on the PS5 with their ray tracing or whatever. So I'm really excited about how all these games that I'm playing right now, if I upgrade them to the PS5, how they will look. But whenever I was playing Cold War, I realized a lot of similarities between Cold War and Modern Warfare. The general layout for everything in that game, like at the main menu or whatever, it feels a lot like Modern Warfare. Like, you know, L1, R1 switch between things, it looks the exact same, and like, you know, like the main hub is different, but it's always gonna be different in the different games. And it's like, and the whole, I don't know exactly what they call it, but like, you know, like we can get on the tanks and on the vehicles and stuff. I think they call it something different, but it's basically ground war. We've already had that. It's not too much different. We have different vehicles, but it's really not that much different of a thing. And like they didn't make a new battle royale. There's nothing new there. They just took and carried Warzone over. Like if you pre-ordered Cold War for like digitally, you could just get Woods as an operator in Modern Warfare, in Warzone or whatever. Like, and you know, it's cool to have collaboration between Infinity Ward and Treyarch at some point, but I feel like in Black Ops feels too much, if anything. I feel like they didn't make a whole new game. It feels like kind of like how more like a 1.5 instead of a 2. If you want to put it like that. Like if you have 1 and like Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2, that's not what Spider-Man Miles Morales is. It's more like a 1.5 in between there. It's a different story. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of what it's like the general feeling from Cold War. It's like it's not a sequel, like or a different game. It's the same game, but it's different. You know, like just a lot of the game mechanics feel very similar. And like the general customization of guns, like with the gunsmith, you know, like I know it's back, like that's what they're calling it still. It feels different, and I mean maybe it just takes some getting used to for me since I've been playing this for a while. And just so you guys know, I'm doing pretty terrible in this game right now. But I think Cold War will be a generally good game. You know, overall, especially like the zombies. I didn't play Black Ops 4 zombies. I played Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2 and whatnot, but of course that was always fun. But I haven't played zombies in quite a bit, so I decided to play with my friends on that.
Enemy VTOL in the AO.
And especially Nazi zombies, or you know, I don't know if it's Nazi. I don't know exactly what they're doing. But yeah, the campaign looks really promising. The multiplayer I'm not too excited about. I mean, like I have to play it, of course, but yeah, I'm not too thrilled about it.
It's over. We're RTB.
And the general connection between Infinity Ward and Treyarch, the extent that they're going with it, just doesn't feel good, because I mean, like this is the latest we've ever had a Call of Duty game were like announced too. Like the trailer took forever. We were like, there's no announcement. Where is it? And it was supposed to be like, I feel like it was going to be at that Summer Games Fest thing, like because it showed Activision was going to be there. That never showed up. It was like a few weeks later. I think that they, since like because of COVID or whatever, they just rushed out a new one, like super quick, as fast as they could, so that they could have that yearly thing, because this is Treyarch's year. And they don't want to skip on that. They're like, well, we can't have Infinity Ward just take up next year, and like they'd be losing so much money, you know, like because the new console come in, like you have to force one in there. And COVID, you know, it didn't work out well for them. But honestly, I would have rather waited for a completely different game than just getting Modern Warfare all over again, because that's really like that's what I, you know, just with different characters. So, basically what I'm saying is, my hopes are not hope. They're not, I mean, really high for Cold War. I think it will be decent. Like, you know, of course I'm getting it and I have to basically have it. But I'm not super excited for it, multiplayer-wise. So, you know, you guys might have played the beta or the alpha or whatever, and, you know, think it's the best Call of Duty game that they released and whatever. I just don't really feel that way. I feel like it's more of a copy than what we just got, for real. But tell me if you guys will be getting it. You know, if you kind of feel a similar way about the way they're doing things, like the general layout, you know, kind of how the game feels. So yeah, whatever.